Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great week. This is your video update for the weekend of May 19th and 20th. This is a blue weekend, so blue captains, make sure you get a hold of your team and let them know that it's time to show up and make a difference for others. Hey, one of the things I want to talk to you about this morning as we make this video, and you'll probably be looking at this maybe tonight, maybe this afternoon, maybe tomorrow, hopefully you get to look at it, is this. When you contact your team, it would be really helpful from my end, and I get I get CC'd a lot on these emails that you send your team, and I love seeing that. I love knowing that you're making a touch point with your team. Sometimes the way that we word things can make it sound really weird, or it can make it sound really off the wall or a little different or whatever. So let me encourage you to do this. When you're contacting your team during the week, I would not use the phrase "it's our time to work." It's our time to serve. That makes it sound like we're in prison. Work sounds like drudgery, like I gotta go and work. Hopefully it's not that way. Hopefully it is a time to come and minister to people. It's a time to encourage people. It's a time to show up. You could even use that phrase. So I don't know, sometimes it's good to have another set of eyes looking at something that's being sent out. I do that all the time with Melissa. I try to have her look over something. Hey, look this over, edit it. If it doesn't seem to flow right, do that. Make those changes. So anyways, let me encourage you to do that. If you're going to be, when you send out to your team, make sure that it sounds upbeat, it sounds positive, it sounds like something that they want to come to, not it's a drudgery and here we are again and I got to come to church and I got to put in my time and I got to wear a turquoise shirt like I'm in prison or something. So let me encourage you to not to think differently that way. I think if you do that, I think you'll get a good response. Here's another thing I want to challenge you with also. This morning I took, it's teacher appreciation time. End of the school year is coming up very rapidly. We got like 2.5 weeks left and it's over. So everyone's studying, there's a lot of stuff going on, graduations are happening, so I get all that. But anyways, what we did today is we took some, we took a dip to the school for my son's teachers at school at Sartasha. And it was a buffalo wing dip that Teresa had made. And so as I walked in the door and as I dropped off the food to them with the crackers and all that stuff, the ladies behind the desk were like, "Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for thinking about us, and you can put it over there on the cart." So as I walked over and put it on the cart, there were other items that were over there, and some were store-bought and some were homemade and all that good stuff. And so I set it down, anyways, walked out of the school. As I got in the car, it dawned on me, and I thought to myself, that little gesture made a huge difference to that front office staff, and it will to the teachers and so forth, and hopefully it tastes great, and it will, because we've had this before and it's absolutely incredible. But here's one of the things that I was kind of left with. If we would do something like that with our team, those little gestures that we do make such a big impact. Let me give you an example. I know that stopping by and getting donuts on a Sunday morning is a pretty easy deal. You can stop in at a donut place, get donuts, bring them to your team, and so forth. Plan something like that. It doesn't have to be every weekend. I've tried to encourage you guys to do something with your team to show them that they're valued and that they're appreciated. And sometimes food does that, And so I just want you guys to know that schedule something. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be right in the box. You can encourage them to come 15 minutes earlier. Hey, come early this week. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Saturday crew. You guys could do the same thing too. I know you're thinking, yeah, I got my kids with me and that's no way that would work and anything else. Sure it can. And let your kids be a part of that. Let them see what you're doing. Mom and Dad, let them see that Mom and Dad volunteer at the church. That's a huge impact on a young life. And that will carry with them through adulthood. Trust me on this, it will. I've already started to see it with my own kids. So anyways, so think about those little things. Make an impact like that with your team. Let them know that you're thinking about them, that you appreciate them, like we do our teachers when we take food to the school. And anyways, just think of it that way. So making a huge impact with your team like this by bringing something maybe a little bit early before you guys actually start your huddle is absolutely phenomenal. It's huge. And I'll tell you what, if you'll save the receipt, I'll reimburse you for it. That's a guarantee. So you don't have to worry about, I didn't know I was going to have to do this job and now I'm out of pocket, out of money and all that stuff. So we'll help you with that, no problem. All right, a couple things for this coming weekend. First of all, it's baptism weekend. We're very excited because we've got, I don't know, somewhere around 20 people that are going to be baptized this weekend. So we're really excited, happy about that. We've got a bunch on Saturday night, and we've got some on Sunday morning first service. These happen after the service. I would encourage you to come out after the service and cheer these folks on. It would be great to have some front porch folks out there, especially our leaders, cheering these folks on. So that's this weekend. Also, coming up in June, we actually start, I don't want to jump ahead. In May, end of May, we have Memorial Weekend. That's coming up. And we need to have as many folks here as possible to help. It's not really an all-hands-on-deck weekend, but if you're on blue team, if you're on red team, that particular weekend is a red team weekend. So here's what we need to do. If you're blue team, stop in and check in with somebody and see if they need assistance. Check in at the cafe, check in at Start Here, check in at all those other areas, ushers, greeters, and so on and so forth, and see if they need assistance. If they don't, then hey, great. At least you did something to try to help them out if they were short. And so that weekend we'll have a lot of people out of town. I will not be here. I will be out of town at my nephew's graduation. I'm looking forward to that. He's going to be going to A&M in the fall. Nuclear engineering. Does that sound like a mouthful or what? I don't even know how to spell that, much less think about what that is. So it's a huge thing he's going to be going for. So we're looking forward to being with Teresa's side of the family for that huge graduation that weekend. Then, now in June. It's actually in June. That date is June the 9th. It's a Saturday. It's one of the ones that we cover for Saturdays are special here at River Point. So we need to have folks available for that weekend. In fact, we need to have red team. If you can help out, all red team folks, if you can help us out on that Saturday night, it's fiesta night. So we're going to have tacos. We're going to have a mariachi band. So start thinking of that right now. Start getting the word out to your team. That's June the 9th. And then we have another one that we take care of. That's June the 30th. And that is going to be military appreciation and community service night, where we honor all of our military, we honor all of our community service folks, so all of our medical team, all of our guys that help out with fire and rescue, military, all the branches of the military. We're looking forward to that as well. So that's June 30th, and we'd like to have the blue team assist us with that. Blue team Saturday and Sunday for both of those, and for on the one on June 9th, that would be red team Saturday and Sunday helping us with that event. Anyways, again, like I always say each week, there's a lot going on here at River Point. Make sure you check your bulletin, make sure you look at this video, get down some of the things that we're talking about, and make sure that you use your huddle guide that Melissa puts together for you each week with your group. Huge stuff that will make a difference with your team. Anyways, I hope you're having a super week. We'll see you at church.